All right, this next point right here, it says find the point xy on the unit circle that corresponds to the real number. So notice the first problem we're looking at is negative pi over 4. So the first thing I probably want to do is pull up a unit circle. And notice pi over 4 is right here. This one does not have a negative pi over 4. But if I rotated up this far up positive, I would rotate this far down negative, which would put me right here at 7 pi over 4, which is coterminal to negative pi over 4. And see this value here? The answer here is square root of 2 over 2 negative square root of 2 over 2. This is the answer right there, what they're looking for. That right there. All right? So now for a second. Now I'm looking at what? Pi over 3. So let's go back here. And let's find that pi over 3 is right here. And pi over 3, the point is what? 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. Here's my answer. 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. Right there. That's the answer to this one. That's all you got to write down for this particular point. Now let's go back here. 5 pi over 6. So let's go back and let's find 5 pi over 6. And so at 5 pi over 6, here we go, way over here. So here's my answer. Negative square root of 3 over 2. 1/2. Here would be the answer to this right here. All right? Now, while we're on that, let's kind of go down here. We have the same thing right here. Find the point. This one is pi over 4. Whoops, wrong one. Pi over 4 is right here, so this point right here, square root of 2, so square root of 2. That would be the answer to this one. Now the next one's negative pi over 4, which this is the review, so I don't think it'll be that way on your test. But negative pi over 4 we already did. The coterminal's right here. Instead of going up this much, we're going down that direction. So it's negative square root of 2, square root of 2 right there. Just a little more room right there so you can see all the points a little better. All right. I'm going to go back to right here. The next one is 2 pi over 3. Okay, 2 pi over 3 right here. So my answer is this one, negative 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. 3 pi over 4. So I'm going to find 3 pi over, oh, here's 3 pi over 4 right here. So my answer is negative square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. That's the point value. That's what I'm looking for on this one. Okay, now we have negative 7 pi over 6. Ooh. Well, first off, I might do this here. 7 pi over 6 would start and move all the way around like that until I get right here. Which means negative 7 pi over 6, I went halfway around plus 1 notch down. So here I'm going to go halfway around the negative direction, plus 1 up. That would be 5 pi over 6. And negative 7 pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6 coterminal would be right here, which means my answer would be this negative square root of 3 over 2, 1/2. That's the answer to negative 7 pi over 6 right there. Now I have negative 3 pi over 2. So I'm going to do this list right here. If I started here and went all the way around to right there, it's 3 pi over 2. So this time go down and around to 3. So it's right here. So my answer is just 0, 1. It is the point 0, 1. 0, 1. Okay. The next one's 5 pi over 4. Well, 5 pi over 4 is right here. Here's 5 pi over 4. Notice I'm talking about the point negative square root of 2 over 2, negative square root of 2 over 2. They're both negative. Right, and what do we have here? We have pi. Well, pi is right here, so it's what? There's pi. So it's negative 1, 0, negative 1, 0. And then the last one that we're going to look at right here, pi over 2. Well, pi over 2 is right up here. It is also what? 0, 1. Notice pi over 2 and negative 3 pi over 2 were the same exact point. Same answer that's possible because of coterminal angles. That is how you find the points that they're looking for using the unit circle.